Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're diving into why more smart teams are making the switch from Aspose to Document Solutions by Meshius. If you're looking to cut costs, unlock more features, and get premium support without paying extra, you're in the right place. This isn't just a budget decision, it's a value decision. With Document Solutions, you're not sacrificing functionality to save money. You're getting the same power, faster performance, better developer tools, and modern web viewer integration at a fraction of the price. Document Solutions covers all the same core formats as Aspos PDF, Excel for .NET and Java, Word, and imaging. But we go further by including built-in client-side viewers and focusing on developer experience. Our tools are designed to be lightweight, performant, and ready for real-world deployment. Let's take a look at some of the key differences between the two products. With Document Solutions, you get unlimited support incidents, which are included with every license, lower licensing costs, both upfront and long-term, and built-in client-side viewers for PDF, Excel, and images, so your users can interact with documents right in the browser. On the other hand, with Aspos, you're left with limited support, more expensive licensing, and no offer for any front-end viewer components. Support is where the real difference shows. With Meshius Document Solutions, every license includes unlimited support. That means no extra fees and no frustrating limitations. You get unlimited phone support, unlimited ticketing support, live technical screen sharing when you need hands-on help, and full access to our developer support forum. Compare that to Aspos, where even basic support comes with a price tag. Their phone support is paid, ticketing is limited to as few as 3 incidents per year, and screen sharing isn't even an option. At best, you're pointed to a public forum and left to figure it out. When deadlines matter and when real help makes a difference, Meshius support has your back. Let's take a closer look at what this really means in dollars. On the left, you can see that with Meshius Document Solutions, support is always unlimited and included, no matter your license size or deployment setup. But with Aspos, the moment you need real help, it costs you $399 per year just for basic small business support, and $1,797 for OEM developers, and a staggering $11,985 per year if you're running a larger development team. And these plans still limit you to just 3 to 6 incidents per year. With Document Solutions, you never have to count support tickets or debate whether to reach out. You get full access to help when you need it, without paying a premium. Imagine your team's needs growing over 5 years. With Aspos, every incident, every product, every seat adds up. Document Solutions gives you pricing predictability with features at scale. The total cost of ownership over time, especially with support included, is significantly lower with Meshius. Over 5 years, medium businesses can expect to save over $50,000 in support fees by choosing Document Solutions. For larger businesses, that expected savings value increases to over $75,000. Over time, the price differential quickly adds up. Now let's see what the 5-year total cost of ownership estimations actually mean. Here we've created a 5-year total cost of ownership calculator spreadsheet, and there will be a QR code at the end of this presentation that you can use to access this in case you want to check it out for yourself. So this will show different scenarios with different numbers of developers, the total associated licensing costs for the number of developers required, as well as the cost of additional support packages that would be required for that development team. First, we'll look at a single developer that just needs one support package of 3 incidents per year. You can see that the new license cost with Meshius is cheaper than that of Aspos. The support incident cost with Aspos runs you up to an additional $399 per year for 3 yearly support incidents, whereas support is free and unlimited with Meshius. The discounted yearly renewal price is also cheaper when comparing Meshius's Document Solutions API library pricing to the equivalent Aspos API library pricing. This adds up to a total cost saving of over 5 years to $2,477 for a single developer. Now let's say that we have a team of 3 developers instead of 1. With just a difference in the number of licenses purchased, the new total cost savings over 5 years is now up to $3,440. But what if 3 support incidents isn't enough? This is where the real savings begin. With just 1 year of additional support added, there is a small price increase, but over 5 years, that additional cost adds up to $5,435. Now, how does this change as we move towards a bigger team? With a medium-sized development team of 5 developers, Meshius offers a competitively priced Team Unlimited license, which is compared with 5 Aspose.NET Developer OEM licenses. In new license costs alone, Meshius is over $12,000 cheaper than Aspose. Aspose additionally charges over $1,700 extra per year for their larger team support package, which includes 6 support incidents instead of 3. Then for renewal pricing, Meshius comes out to being about $7,000 cheaper for yearly renewals, leading to a total cost differential of $49,135 over 5 years. But what if we needed more support? What if 6 yearly support incidents isn't enough and we actually need 12 support incidents instead? With Meshius, additional support is free and unlimited, so the price doesn't change. But Aspose, with additional support added, would make out to be over $58,000 in additional costs over a 5-year span. Lastly, let's quickly discuss the scenario where there is a large development team with 10 developers. Here we can see that the new license cost is only $11,598 with Meshius versus the $16,786 from Aspose. The additional support incident costs based on the 6 incident support packages offered from Aspose with this large team license is an additional $11,985 per year. And the yearly renewal pricing is over $2,500 cheaper with the Meshius license compared to Aspose. All of this added together causes the 5-year total cost of ownership for a large development team to be over $75,000 more expensive when using Aspose. But if a large development team were to need 2 support incident packages instead of 1, Meshius pricing with unlimited support remains the same, while Aspose skyrockets, making the 5-year total cost of ownership over $134,000 more expensive. And if that team needed even more support packages, the price quickly adds up to over a $194,000 differential over 5 years. Across all development team sizes, Meshius is cheaper and exponentially so if support is your team's top concern. Our APIs are powerful, modern, and built for real-world use cases. You can generate, edit, convert, and interact with documents programmatically. Everything you'd expect from a full-featured API library. Whether you're building batch automation workflows or custom viewers, Document Solutions delivers. With Document Solutions, your users can view and interact with documents directly in the browser. No need for third-party plugins. Our built-in JavaScript viewers for PDF, Excel, and imaging are included with every license, fully customizable, and ready to drop in your web application. On the back end, our API libraries are designed for modern deployment. They're fully self-contained .dll files, meaning no extra dependencies and no complex setup. Whether you're running locally or in the cloud, Document Solutions just works. Clean, lightweight, and deployable anywhere. Let's talk performance, because when you're processing documents at scale, speed matters. In real-world benchmarks using version 8.0 of our .NET PDF library, Document Solutions outperformed Aspose.pdf by a massive margin across nearly every core feature. Whether it's adding images, working with forms, embedding fonts, or handling large files, DS-PDF is up to 23 times faster in some operations. Just look at the numbers. Adding a single image, 3 times faster. Adding multiple images, 4 times faster. Rendering tables, 13 times faster. Font embedding, nearly 3 times faster. Fill operations like fill rectangle are over 100 times faster. And for large file operations, the performance gap is even bigger. Adding a single attachment, over 11 times faster. Processing large PDFs, over 23 times faster. These aren't theoretical numbers. They come from actual test environments showing how DS-PDF gives your team more throughput, lower latency, and better scalability. Less processing time means faster applications and happier users. And when you visualize that benchmark data, the difference becomes even clearer. On the top chart, you can see how DS-PDF v8.0 consistently outperforms Aspose, in some cases by an order of magnitude. Whether it's rendering tables, filling shapes, or embedding fonts, Aspose's bars are towering while ours remain low and lean, just like our runtimes. Now look at the bottom chart. These are real-world use cases involving large files and attachments. The Document Solutions API library handles them quickly and efficiently, while Aspose's library slows to a crawl. This isn't just about developer productivity, it's about application performance, server efficiency, and user experience. When you're dealing with scale or high-frequency processing, those performance gains translate directly into cost savings and faster delivery. It's not just DSPDF that outperforms the competition. DSXL for .NET follows the same trend, crushing Aspose.cells in key performance metrics that matter most to developers. Across common spreadsheet operations, setting and retrieving values, styles, and formulas, Document Solutions is consistently 2 times to over 70 times faster. Take a look at these highlights. Setting float values for a range, DSXL is over 70 times faster than Aspose. Setting integer values for a range, over 50 times faster. Applying styles, we're talking 2,700 times faster. What takes Aspose over 10 seconds takes us 4 milliseconds. And it's not just edge cases. Everyday operations like setting values, getting strings, or working with dates are 2 to 40 times faster across the board. For teams processing large datasets, running batch jobs, or needing responsive spreadsheet experiences, DSXL's performance gives you a serious advantage. This chart makes the performance gap even more obvious. Across every Excel-related operation, from setting integers and floats to getting strings and styles, DSXL v8.0 consistently outpaces the competitor. The orange bars represent Aspose.cells, and the blue bars are DSXL. As you can see, the difference is night and day, especially in performance-heavy tasks like styling ranges or working with float and double values. This means faster spreadsheets, snappier applications, and more efficient processing, whether you're handling a few thousand rows or generating hundreds of reports at scale. Bottom line, if speed matters to your application, DSXL wins by a wide margin. Thanks for taking the time to explore how Document Solutions by Meshius stacks up with and outperforms the competition. If you're ready to try it yourself, we've made it easy. You can start with a free 30-day trial, which includes distribution keys for both the API libraries and their JavaScript viewer counterparts. If you want to see the savings for yourself, just scan the QR code to try out our TCO calculator and compare your current costs to Document Solutions. If you'd prefer a guided walkthrough, we'd be happy to help set up a personalized demo for you and your team to explore how our tools fit into your specific workflow. Or you can just scan the QR code on the bottom right and get your free trial download instantly. With fast performance, developer-friendly APIs, and support that's actually included, you can get started today with no surprises. Let's build something better, together.